What's up, everybody? Yeah, I was making this video yesterday about why I like this guy, Kenneth Brown. My videos suck anyway, they're unscripted, but especially when I'm driving, I'm even more distracted, so I kind of think I said what I wanted to say, but basically, this movement or people within the dissident right, alt-right, overall seem to be very diluted. They seem to be into, fantastical thinking. Like, if a couple things had gone differently, we wouldn't have all these problems these days. Some people think we joined the wrong side in World War II. If Hitler had won, we wouldn't have all these problems. Or if the Confederacy had won the Civil War, things would be better. Or if we elected Buchanan or something like this, things would be better. But these are all just, simple solutions, sort of like similar to the Lost Cause in the Civil War. This fantastical thinking where if one side won or if one person was victorious, they would have prevented all these problems. But yeah, to me, that's just emblematic of idiot thinking on the alt-right. Just some stupid thinking. I'm trying to think what other lines of thought. Well, yeah, so somebody like Keith Woods has some theories about what our government should be, but he does indulge in the type of lost cause thinking about, say, the Third Reich that many of these fantastical thinkers do. It's like, people are so disappointed with the current paradigm, they just embrace what's totally the opposite. What's totally the opposite? The Third Reich was pretty much as opposite from our current paradigm, our current Western philosophy, viewpoint, whatever, as any regime. Well, I mean, we fought the Soviets for a while, but there's people on the left that are, tankies. So they embrace the Soviet model. They say, Stalin wasn't that bad. So maybe that's sort of similar type thinking. But it's all very unhealthy. It's all intellectually vacuous. Whereas what I think Kenneth Brown does is critique and criticize these ideas and explains why they're stupid. That's why he's making a video, Liars on the Right, Keith Woods. There's a lot of liars on the right. He made another one about Sean Last, but I don't even actually know who that guy is. I've just vaguely seen his name. But I think that's why he's getting attention, because he is criticizing figures. And Kenneth Brown, like, he doesn't have a huge following, but people know of him much larger than his following. And I think he's done this solely based on the quality of his videos. It's not because he's like good looking guy, or it's not because he does wild transgressive shit in his videos. People just like his rants. He comes off like a cool college professor without needing the pedigree of a college university position. He's just ranting in his car, ranting in his house. I'm just going through his videos. So, what is the deep left? That might be a good one that explains his philosophy. But you don't have to agree with him. That's the thing. You could totally disagree with him or only agree with half of his points. It's still something of value in my judgment. It's really more of his older videos. I don't even know when he started making videos, because he has some interesting rants on nationalism here This is when he was in the car traveling around the country. His critique of nationalism is this wasn't, like a grassroots movement of organic people that rose up. It was, ran by elites, the capitalists, the industrialists, to overthrow clergy and the monarchy, the aristocracy, which that's some nuance that you wouldn't think of necessarily if you didn't know about it, or you're following people that say, the Third Reich was run by the people, was a uprising of the German people against their oppressors. But that was also run by elites too. I mean, there's so many examples of leaders who say they're a man of the people, That's what everybody says. But it doesn't make it true. They're ruling in the name of the people. You know what I mean? They use, it's like they're self-endorsing the name of the people as an excuse to come into power. But his point is that every regime basically is minoritarian. It's not like Hitler, Himmler, Goering were just, regular average Joe Germans, and they were ruling in their name. That's what they claimed, but every leader claims that. So I think that's the point he's trying to make. That's the point he's trying to get across. People are falling into easy panaceas that feel good. Like, we just need ethnic nationalism, which existed in Europe for quite a while, and there's a lot of deadly clashes and conflicts over European ethno-nationalism. So he thinks beyond that and analyzes all these ideas and is critical of them, which is good because you kind of want to be critical of all ideas. Otherwise, you fall into the trap of, what do you call it, confirmation bias, being in an echo chamber. That's what's happened that's basically what the alt-right or dissident right is. It's a bunch of memes, and, like the meme that every terrorist is a Fed, even if they're not. It's a bunch of self-coping memes. Mostly they're fake, but they repeat so often it becomes reality, Yeah, all white terrorists, white nationalists, terrorists are Feds. There's never been any white national terrorism or terrorism committed by white people. That's one of the memes. Minority and white violence. That's another one of the memes. I mean, it occurs, but I've seen how this is magnified too. All racial differences are due to IQ, nothing to do with, historical precedents or historical treatment. That's another one of the memes. Of course, on the left, the meme is all differences are due to racism and white supremacy. So it's like two sides have their own memes that they always maintain to be reality, which takes away from trying to get down to the truth of the matter, which I feel like he tries to do. Just trying to look through. Oh, he found the Hudson River. Good for him. I think more of his better videos are in the past, but top 50 minoritarians, that's a really good one. Top 50 white right-wing lies, I think, is another one of his good ones. Blacks didn't cause the riots. That's a good one. That's where he talks about BLM is not the power brokers. BLM are constituents of the power brokers, basically. It's people letting off steam, but they're not really in control of everything. These are some of the themes he talks about, which I think are important to understand. Who are the main attention getters and the main organizers on the alt dissident right? What, like the National Justice Party? And what they say and believe, there's so much bullshit. Like it's crazy, but the people that join that are so crazy. It's like, you know what? Let them pigeonhole themselves and like self-isolate. Maybe that's a good thing. Same thing with Nick Fuentes and his group, although they're not quite as toxic as the National Justice League. But there's some innocent people out there that are just maybe naive, that hopefully don't fall into those groups. Let's see here. Maps of Austria-Hungary. I think that was an interesting one. He got so many videos. He's like me. He's got so many videos, but his videos are actually good. Like, we sort of have a similar style. He's just ranting, but he's good at ranting, and mine suck, but I just do it. This is therapeutic for myself. Let's go to his really old ones. God damn, he's got a lot of fucking videos. He's got more than me. He must. But like, this guy has real talent, real skill, real something to offer. So like I said in my other video, I don't know what his MO is, like what he wants to... Yeah, Ma-based Poland. I think that's basically, he's probably in that video talking about how people think Poland is so based and traditional and blah, blah, blah. But really it's not when you really analyze it. Even some of the Middle Eastern countries, which seem, very conservative and Islamic, when you get down to it, the West has a lot of influence. So many would say corrupting influence. But that's the reason for the Muslim Brotherhood, Al-Qaeda, is to get rid of what they see as pervasive Western influence. What else do I want to say about Kenneth Brown? Because I don't want to make like multiple videos, even though I forget things. Like, I think I described the guy pretty well. If anyone can think of a thinker that can top this guy, suggest him to him, because I don't know. I can't imagine there's someone out there that... Not everyone's gonna like the guy, like everybody, like anybody, but I like his style, just ranting on a subject and being insightful and being able to analyze things, being able to analyze in a way that's not being done, especially on the alt-right or dissident right. Anyway, yeah, all right. I guess I'm done with this. Everyone have a good day.